Alright, let's get this shit started. So I did a little bit of research on the golem. Get a better idea of what I wanted. I'm thinking gel is the way to go. The catalyst, anyway. The Atsmos. I was thinking of going with the Gyre White Apophiotes upper left hand because Flaming Ray would be good, Double Muscled would be good, Spinnerets is alright. I guess it would pair pretty well with having a good movement speed because then it means we can just kite forever. Not to mention we also have the teleporter so we can kite even harder. Two-headed is the only one that wouldn't be good. But even then, it's not that bad. And then also regeneration would be good. So we're just gonna take the risk on that. Still have to go to Shava to get him to juice this thing up, and then I also need to go get 1 FF. Just so we can have the body made. So that's those decisions made. Now I could also switch out the Mattery Compositor for a penetrating radar instead. Might come in useful more often. Especially if I already have a bunch of movement speed. Although I could just wait until I'm about to construct it, use a Sphinx Salt Injector, use it, and then see if I can still get the penetrating radar effect while I'm driving it. I think I'm gonna do that. Alright, do I have enough stuff on me for a shopping trip? I'd say so. Right. Back to the still. A neutron flux right there. May as well collect it. You need to remember to go and do all those dream crungles at some point. Just not right now. So I should probably have put my trading gloves back on. bodies over there. Dead leeches. Oh, hey there, lost in the wash. I appreciate the ever-radiating positivity. Certainly know I could use some more of that. Yeah, still got a little bit of that, brain fuzz from waking up, so not going too fast right now. I know I really should stop waking up right before I start streaming. That's always just a issue for future me to solve, and then it never does. What a jerk. What are these tents made of? Just regular canvas. And all of those in. So I probably should have read that cookbook I bought. Blessed chow. Bone meal, pickles, and crushed grave moss. I think that was it, but I learned the recipes. Frying, total result or repelled, volume 5. 1 serving of law petals, fine wafer sheaf and bear jerky, obic meatballs, and shredded meat and wafers. Alright, I think we're done with here. Could just go right back to the moon stair. But let's check out Mid Freehold. Vaguely remember going back here last time, but it looks like everyone's restocked. I already have a gun rack. The way I'm going, I'm probably never going to make use of it. Under penetrating radar. Yeah, I told you, as soon as I get one, they're going to become real common. But that's fine. As long as I have one is what matters. Pip has the spiked mod. Huh, I was complaining about that one just the other day. Too bad I already moved on from using shields, but who knows? Maybe I can drink some more static. compose the food menu. Really need to disassemble a bunch of those nuclear cells. I guess I could put away most of the corpses, or body parts I should say, that I found. Don't think I need any of them except for the sensory ganglions. Or actually, no wait, I also don't need those ones. No wait, those are +3s. Should be wearing one right now. That one's only a +2. Still find it kind of weird that the face of the Arc Dervish isn't as good as the face of a friggin' slime. No wait, it is. It is a +3. I was wrong. So I'm pretty sure I'm never going to be friends with the Seekers of the Sightless Way, but I'm definitely not going to be friends if I wear the face of their leader, or what used to be their leader. We have 4 Sphinx Salt Injectors. 3 Brain Brines, 1 Warm Static. Actually make that 3 Warm Static, because I have these Entropy Cyst. Quivering blob of static lengthens its dimensions excitably like an anxious life thing. Like a tiny sludge, you could say. Now, there are some fun things I could do with this neutron flux, but I'm thinking for now I just put it away. So I don't accidentally use it. Because I know there is a way to do that. Anything else I wanted to put away? Actually, let's keep the Archdervish's Dervish's face there, because it's funny. Right. Let me just go see if Rika is selling some more Sphinx Salt Injectors. No. Darn. Not sure if I should sell the Zetachrome Max or not. I'm wondering if I could stick this on to the golem. It only starts with 1 floating nearby slot regardless of its size, so it wouldn't be able to use it by default. And at most, I'd only be able to put a magnetic core, assuming it even weighs as little to be able to put it on there, so yeah, maybe that won't work. But I could put that on me and then just start using axes. Maybe I'll just grab the knife. I always think like, oh, I should sell some of these expensive cells I have, and then I look at the price and it's like, I'd rather just have the 5s. Although you can have the oil cell. Nothing much for sale today. Anything I wanted to put away first? Maybe the shoes. Okay, I'm gonna keep that on. Also, that gives me reputation with baboons. Oh no, that's not the same as apes. Yeah, because there was also a neck ring thing. Never mind that then. I was hoping maybe I'd be good enough with apes that I could go have the water ritual with the ape god. Because I know where he lives. Learn to make spiked. I am still carrying a lot of stuff though. Should just drop a bunch of these body parts somewhere. You know what? Let's feed them to the slugs. And then let's make some tonics while I'm still thinking about it. I have an ego bonus of 28. Good does that make teleport? Uncertainty radius of 2. So I forget if it's 15 or 16 where you suddenly get pinpoint teleport. Because we're pretty close. It just has to go down by 1. We're at 29 points right now. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to worm static. You with the salt. Get drinking. Knowledge has been transmuted. Shield, wall, shank, conk, decapitate, proselytize, swipe. Big pile of skill points. Plus acrobatic ability, we've got everything but berserk for axes. We got some stuff for bow and rifle, but then lost the baseline ability. Lost the baseline ability for meal preparation, but that's cheap. Got everything but backswing for cudgels. Got all of our single weapon fighting stuff back other than weapon expertise. Lost the last level of multi-weapon. Still have most of the stuff in endurance. Gained strapping shoulders for heavy weapons. We've lost base level for long blades. Still have snake oiler. Still have most pistol skills. Most shield skills. Still have Tinker 3. And we have non-linearity. So I've got 900 points right now, so let's just, you know, assume that I'm gonna actually keep this. What would I buy? Starting with Tinker, so I'm definitely getting that one. Now I could go back to single weapon fighting, but I've got multiple good weapons, so grab that. I'm proficient again. I've got more or less everything I want already. And not to mention I can just drink some warm static 2 more times and then probably have enough skill points to just buy everything anyways. Or nearly everything. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Berate, Rejoiner, Berserk, Shield, Slam, Hobble, Intimidate, Jump, Amputate Limb, Mark Target, and gained 572 skill points. Alright, we're missing a few things, but that's fine. One more static. Before I do that, just close the menu once and then do it. Start from the top. Everything in axes, just about everything in bow and rifle. Nearly everything in cudgel. Missing one in each of multi-weapon and single weapon, and I think I already established I don't actually need this middle skill if I already have the later on one. Get save points there. Long strider is available, but I don't think I want it. Got everything for long blades. Buy snake oiler again. Now I could get these 2 things for pistols, or I could just go all in on the bow and rifle. I'd have to move some stuff around, but I have the tinkering skills to make probably a pretty good weapon. Perchance. Let me just make sure I still have the really good skill and self-discipline, wherever it is. Right there. Yep, still have it. Oh, that was a misstep. So I can't get both Akimbo and Weak Spotter right now, but it would only take one level up to get it again. Then I also want Iron Mind. Anything else I wanted? I could just go for Beacon Fire instead. And then I have access to Ultra Fire. Combines the effects of all other fire powers you have. Which I'm not going to read through all of these, but it's a lot. Before I commit, what kind of rifles can I make? Dragon rifle. Don't have a light rail. Do have a turbo. Well, turbos aren't that great. Spazer rifles, but those are kinda spicy. Could use phase cannons instead. Go with the heavy weapons. Then just grab tank. "16 penetration, 40, 12. It probably has a power draw like unbelievable, but I'd also be able to switch, well, no, I already have my fingers switched out for the micro manipulators. Yeah, I wouldn't switch out any cybernetics if I went with heavy weapons, I don't think. Other than... well, I could change out the phase adaptive scope for the gun rack and then have 2 heavy weapons, and then also put giant hands on instead of micro manipulators and then have 4 heavy weapons. But that sounds kind of excessive. Because I could just have the 1 heavy weapon that I can shoot through walls instead. Any other rifles I can make? Doesn't seem like it. And phase cannon has the highest penetration by far of all the weaponry I can make, unless if you count stuff like the high voltage arc winder, which just doesn't even penetrate, it just uses electrical resistance instead. I think I'm gonna try a phase cannon. Phase cannon with beam splitter. Just a regular one, please. Sturdy. Fine enough. And now I grab tank. And I also have enough for Iron Mind. This confusion is very annoying, especially against stuff that has high level confusion, like kind of what I have right here. Yeah, 12 to 18 rounds of everything being question marks is not great. These. I'll still hold on to them for now. So it's already sturdy, I could put overloaded on it. But that's just gonna increase the damage, which it is a good increase. 8 to 9% chance to dismember on penetration, and it will penetrate. I'm wondering, does it do 8 to 9% chance per individual penetration, or does it stack? Like if I shoot someone and it does like the penetrates 5 times thing, is that gonna be a like nearly 50% chance to dismember, or is it just gonna be the 8 to 9? I simply do not know. Also make this thing jacked. Then I don't have to worry about powering it at all. But I should check to see how well it works before doing that. Because if it drains my antimatter cell in like 3 shots, then yeah, jacked would be pretty good. So I think I'm gonna leave it as is for now and mod it later. And as for the beam splitter, wherever it is, right there, could get rid of it. Why are these not stacking? The other guns are stacking, why aren't you stacking? 5 out of 25, same thing there. It is a mystery. -1 penetration, but it's 3 shots in the spread. It takes the same amount of charge, that could be good. Only weighs 2 pounds, so I'm gonna hold on to that for now. Does that weigh? 28 pounds. Probably wouldn't hurt to make it willowy. What would it cost? Cost an 8, however. Just gonna leave that as is. Surprised a radio-powered chem cell isn't enough to power this thing. These cybernetics I wanted to switch out. I think I'm good. Alright, off to the moon stair, I guess. Probably wait for the Sphinx salt to be done with. Now, do I have to reorganize my skills again? Be using this anymore. Alright, I think this is the head honcho. Divrak. Mirrored ribbons in deep and bold colors run the manifold inside the crystal chime. They ring in sonorous and commanding tones. Loved by the Tree of Life, hated by the Putist Templar for telling bawdy jokes. We shared the bright and now, Traveler Pippi. What is this place? This Keter roams above my trunk at Ain Roche. Traveler Pippi, and across the stair I dream. You found me, this kedder where I chime in dozens. Who are you? The sophist of the self spilled ink and called me, long ago, the tree of life. To me, I am the many selves pinched up my taproot from the permeating soft. I am Chava, I am Difrak. Many selves, what does that mean? As Chava I am many, as Difrak I am one. I am one and many. One selves have called me Tree City, the sentient place. You may think of the selves this way, sprouted in Keter from Too Firm. Too Firm. Deep under earth and permeating our roots as soft, our feeling substance. Ground pressure pushes it up to the taproot to our trunk, where it condenses into Too Firm. The biformal phase that contains the two sephiroths, then and else. This is the genesis, my distinct self, and awareness that contains both, then, what I will become, and else, what I will not. Too Firm flows up my sapwood to the Kether, where, then, manifests as an entity and I chime. I speak and hear the world. The entity I spoke with at Ain Raj mentioned a chiming rock. Ah, I am in need. And so I turned my chime's trunkward to tune. You struck the chime, and now you are here. Are you a water hand and free? What do you need? My chimeling Tao leaves Chava, leaves me. It is her choice. Her transit psyche manifests at the bottom of Taproot, where we cannot consciously go, to finish the ritual of elsing. To let Tao become else, I need a traveler such as you, Pippi. What must I do? Take Tao's chime, silent and still, carry it to the bottom of Taproot, deep under my trunk, where she will make the chime her transit body and walk away forever. Finish the ritual of elsing. At the bottom of Taproot, Tao manifests. She tells us, too, that another waits for her there. I will do as you ask. You received a crystal key. Received a new quest, if then else. Thank you, Traveler Pippi. I should probably do his the favor for him before I ask stuff of him. Were they? I don't know, man. Shit's getting complicated. Anyway, have some water. Increased by 30. That's not the right amount. I have a secret to share. The location of the Recoming Nook at Gil, where I became again. Increased by 25 to 5. And that's all I could give. Have anything to trade? Ooh, cybernetics. Credit wedges, I mean. So 1,000 something. Here, have a knife. Alright, who else is here? Big salt, and then there's the crystal oven. What was at the crystal oven? Apparently nothing. I think that's because I'm not hungry. Big salt. I should look at him first. A million etches across the parched leaf chime speak the sense of touch. A sap-like substance drips off the crystal tip and attenuates his vibrations to the base range. Loved by the tree, disliked by the cult of the coiled lamb for slaying one of their leaders. Decreased by 30. Decreased by 12. Strange amounts. And there's the Crystal Delight. I know that's one of the 2 meals you get in the game that can turn you into something else. The other one being the Cloaca Surprise. That one turns you into some kind of crystal being. You know what, I have some gossip that may interest you. Shava, the Tree of Life, disproved the famous theorem of some group of friends. Gossip about what they're up to. I could learn to make this crystal delight, but I think we're good. And I can always just come back and get it later. Who thumps my crystal arms and kicks off me at windfall? I feel you here, friend. I am Pippi, who are you? Exalt chimes a single outstretched tone. The naming act is imponderable, so Tau called me Fixalt, one brick word in a towerful poem whose every shape I forget, but whose flushing of soft and afterfeel I am in alway. So what do you mean by you feel me? Chimes in bright tones. All presence is gesture, and all gesture is felt. Bat the air with your wild limbs. Press on the hard flats of my crystal arms. I feel it. You must feel it too. Or are you touch lost? When Divrak is touch lost, when Divrak speaks the millionth word and forgets all speech is gesture, a chord flicked somewhere. Then I feel the bending rush of grass on my crystal fingers, and Divrak, its touch kept again. I am to carry Tau's chime to Taproot, so she can leave Chava. Chimes in soft and rhythmic tones. I stir now, windswept, or wind-whipped. Safe sight at your passage, Pippi. Bump my crystal arms, hard lift and back bear the chime of bright Tau. The downroot will tickle, but I am blessed in all way. Do you have anything to trade? No. Live and drink. Copper Nook. So someone's little workshop here. Marble statue of a Pongo pilgrim. Let's have a look at that. A squats in a soft halo of cool light that emanates directly from the plates of air carapace armor and the fur between. Every movement is accompanied by sibilant music as those plates slide over one another, whispering a wordless prayer. Intriguing. Whole bunch of stuff here. What was that? That is Tikva. Well, yeah, let's examine you first. Like malachine, it crusts in the mammillary habit and glows with leafy warmth. Its chimes are high and choral. It harmonizes with the dream wrens and wind. Loved by the Tree of Life, hated by the villagers of Akamu, or Ekamu, for eating all their fruit. The chime rings a long clarion tone. You're as beautiful as imagined. You ring with a shining purpose. This chime is odd to bask in your presence. I am Pippi, who are you? The chime rings again. It is called Tikva, low and humble. The chime rests in a web of strong love, a little piece of something greater and so much more beautiful. As are you, but a gestalt unto yourself, a world to be orbited. Your chime shines with such a painful light. It channels the breathtaking things seen and heard and known. Bathe your senses in it until they grow accustomed. You will see nothing else. I am to carry Tao's chime to Taproot, so she can leave Java. The chime goes silent, and its voice in your mind is small and subdued. It begs, speak not of Tao. She shone so bright, when none of the heat from Sadak, or Sadek. To remember her departure harms it. This and Gyre Dream are too much for it to bear. Your Sadek? The death bell tolls. No, it cannot, it cannot, it cannot, it misses it, it misses it, it misses it, it cannot, it cannot, cannot. Look into the light. It burns away the sorrow. It burns away. Please, please, please. It does not wish to think of this. So can I give you water? Yes, I can. I have a secret. The location of a secluded merchant from the consortium of Phyta. Live and drink. So there's Sedek right there. And Santalalotes. Let's go talk to Santalalotes. Oh wow, animal. Congratulations for not dying. Wanna buy something? Straight to the point. I am Pippi. Who are you? I am Santalalotes of the consortium of Phyta. Some call me Sant, I think, in fantasy or memory. Don't remember? It's fine, I forget nothing important. Or I don't remember, so no sense worrying, right? But this is my kind of guy. Maybe being Chava's parasite is affecting your mind. Parasite, so negative. It's like economic symbiosis. Chava sustains me, and I am not them. We are in a beneficial arrangement, you know, yes? Don't seem so sure about any of this. Well, nothing is like Java. Nothing at all. I once thought my Haustorium carried only life stuff. Now I am unsure. Am I of Tomb Firm now? It's fine. Let's change subjects. Are you part of the tree? No, well, no, I don't think so. We're just sharing nutrients. The guy keeps saying parasite, but I think symbiote might be the better word. Or at least, I'm sure that's the word he'd prefer. So you're a parasite. And I'm back to that same thing. Why are you selling goods in such a remote and dangerous place? It is safe here. Business is slow, but I've gotten attached. Also, don't call me an animal. Buy something and I will call you customer, if I remember to. Are you having some memory trouble? It's fine, I forget nothing important. Right. He does have good stuff. Oh, right now he's only got the one thing, but I will take it. So I should have looked at him first. Like a tangle of neglected cable, the stem of Zur body wind and curl between, around, and through one another to form a looping body maze. Where these cables meet the crooks of Shava's limb, a pinkish tint creeps in. On the other side of Zur tangled body, little round leaves and white berries gently sway to an unseen beat over a stock of rare goods and water skins. Alright. Now we go talk to Sedek. Chime rings a sharp, urgent, gonging tone. Entity, you are given persistent will and agency, twice hewn architecture of body and strong fiber that pulls. You bolt upright and damp-haired into fullness. Your grasp braiding the threads of existence, your responsibility remains whether acknowledged or not. Have strength, the time is now. So let's look at it first. Emotion and purpose are concentrated in sharp and bright points. They ring and spin in defiance of the raw inertia at work in the psychic ether. Disliked by Bayapoons for torching one of their villages, disliked by the flock of the blessed Hierosophus for leading a raiding party on one of their camps, and admired by the villagers of Ikam Rimrod for resembling one of their idols. Have some water. Also, sorry, what? The chime rings again, echoing louder in the walls of your mind. Hear me. It is more important than ever to know that you are a driver, reforged and honed. You tool yourself to apply selective atrocity. It cannot be helped. You shape this, your path bloody and dooming. You start in sleep and shake the ground. All must, but you most of all. The way may have been negligent once, but it is terribly heavy now. Do you accept responsibility? Yeah, sure. Sedek emits a powerful, body-frumming chime. Yes, you understand destroying. You know the weight. We are past time of querulous inquisition, or confessions on lined parchment. Was the whole of this in your weight? It no longer matters. Scale the firmament. Smite or soothe what rouses there. Anyway, I'm Pippi. Who are you? The chime rings clear and loud. This called Sedek, compass, judgment, motivation, once lover of Tikva, apart now after Gyre Dream. Who were another chime's lover? Tikva, once lover, now foil, perhaps lover again. Its light invites and overwhelms, and a hope blind and blinding. Cruel frustration at storm time, when its eyes are needed, they turn away. I will not be calmed. I will not be calmed. And, how can chimes in a tree be lovers, especially when they're supposedly from the same source? You are terribly small, your love small, confined. I cannot will nor uplift your little concept. Do it yourself. That's about what I expected. Anyway, something the matter? Two firm royals in me with the enormity. Can it contain so much gone and unenumerated? Tau, Tikva, and more to come, consumed, we, and paralyzed. I am to carry Tau's chime to Taproot, so she can leave Java. Tau, we ache in her empty space. Who awaits at Taproot? What fate is this? This is the path. Be wary. Speaks of a type of confidence that I'm sure would get him all kinds of people lining up to buy his crypto coins. You know what? You can keep your arrows. But I will be taking these. Right, who do we have here? There's Miriam, statue of an implanted eater, the Muzz, underscore, still a crystal chime, and the spiral stairs down. Ah, so that must be Tau. Storm chair. Was there anything else over here? Light sculpture. Blue laser light burst out of the reference beam and reimagines a wavefront sculpted on a light lathe. Air adds a layer of green. Painting. Infinite sculpture. Still crystal chime. Grants you telepathy. Sharp points are run through with bright and brilliant amethyst and sapphire. The colors remain but smolder to ether in their dying light. The chime is grave still. Mannequin, brain sculpture, another mannequin. Here's the statue of an eater. Alright, who do I start with? Start with Miriam. Oh, traveler. I see you, then. Live and drink. Let's have a look at it. Smooth crystal has been rent by trauma and left open and sharpened to grief. Inside, billowing clouds and melancholy swell in gaseous tides. Loved by the tree, disliked by the villagers of Tumrod for disproving a famous theorem, and admired by the villagers of Sarvava for pouring asphalt on one of their enemies. Have some water. I am Pippi. Who are you? Miriam chimes in deep tones. I am Miriam, friend. Your chime is cracked and ribboned on inside with starless clouds. Why? Chimes in long tones. It's the Krya, traveler. I am in mourning, and I chime in low tones. I am sorry, Miriam. Did you lose someone close to you? Chimes in deep tones. I swim in cool and dark waters, traveler. For me, it is Shiva, the lament of 7,000 years. I mourn the passing of all life, and all the necessity of death life must bring. For you, traveler, to come here, how many had to die? I mourn them. Or are you the rarest one who walks below the bright arches and claims no such cost? Even then, what losses did you suffer to come, traveler? What selves of yours had you to shed? Those are else to us, and I mourn them as well. Yeah, I think both a lot of creatures that could be argued to be extensions of myself had to die to get to this point, but here we are. Chimes in aching tones, but to someone close. Tau, right Tau, she is gone. I am to carry Tau's chime to Taproot, so she can leave Java. Chimes in melodic tones. Oh, you would finish the Elsing Act? I am your debtor, Pippi. The ritual is how we organize the anguished practice of being. Now my grieving can begin. Bright Tau shines always, here or there. Live and drink. Next up, let's go talk to the Moose. The Moose chimes in a broad and booming tone. You, purpose-driven mad hand, you've come here, right? Then you must know power is our. The domain of being is one of power, wouldn't you say? Would you please agree with that? Seems quite uncertain. Anyway, let's look at it. A crystal sponge chime shivers in acicular panic. Sharp tones ring off their needle points and shatter to zeniths, or inzeniths. Loved by Chava, disliked by arachnids for questioning the origins of the moon, disliked by the villagers of Tumrod for telling bawdy jokes, and admired by the Mapango for giving one of their kind a favorable horoscope reading. Yeah, spiders are jerks anyways. Anyway, let's just stare at it as it accuses or begs me to agree with it. You beast, you moon king, you our roars are bestial. Would you say so? This is all nonsense. The chime vibrates and shrinks in sound. You don't understand. It is as said, strange is the path to wisdom. Perhaps you will, perhaps it is you who must figure it all out. You sound very unsure of yourself. The moose makes a hollow peep. Be uncertain, friend. You have my permission. The moose is silent and still. I will give you a moment. And talk again. The moose chimes a quiet tone. I am Pippi, who are you? The moose chimes a small and bright noise. Tammuz, who becomes, who is too firm even in den. Too firm. The two Sephiroths, den and else. I cannot be else. I cannot, of course, but then it does not seem so. Their chimes ring at the right frequencies, others, but not so mine. I am to carry Tao's chime to Taproot, so she can leave Java. Chime nails a soft and brittle tone. Right, she, and sang to the spark in Tammuz too. By her and through her one could well nigh feel full and at crown's end. She returns to soft now, yes? And then to walk free as else. See her there for me. Goodbye. And now we go talk to, I don't know, what do I call him? Blank? Underscore? Null? Void? Hot ash and glitter radiate impossible colors in the arteries of the small chime, and dust swirls around its psychomagnetic orbit. It warbles in the frequency of dreams. Loved by the tree, disliked by bears for questioning the origins of the moon, hated by the Putis Templar for poisoning their fresh water, and hated by the villagers of Ekamu for some reason no one can remember. The chime rings. In your mind's eye, you see yourself touching a mirror. You tap the glass and it ripples like the surface of a placid lake. Have some water. ... The moment stretches on into a steep asymptote, peaks and valleys of possible outcomes speeding by in an imaginary blur. You imagine the sound of a tiny metal thread rushing across the bottom of a dusty valley, amplified 1,000 times. So, I appreciate the love lost in the wash. Whatever prompted you to, I cannot guess at, but I will appreciate all the same. Anyways, what was I reading again? We just have a big sip of coffee. I hope I can live up to people's hopes or something or other. I don't know, man, I'm bad at this. Let me just restart this paragraph. The moment stretches on into a steep asymptote, the peaks and valleys of possible outcomes speeding by in an imaginary blur. You imagine the sound of a tiny metal thread brushing across the bottom of a dusty valley, amplified 1,000 times. Your name is pronounced as the pause between two words, friend. How do I know this? I look in the mirror, all I see is a bared haircut. But I do appreciate you. Or maybe appreciate is not strong enough of a word. I will just vaguely slip away. Quad-toned beard. Damn, I'm only at 2. Right, let's go with that first response. Your name is pronounced as a pause between two words. The entity chimes as you witness water lapping at the long edge of a pebble beach. Slowly, the tide brushes clean the surface of each rock, etching time's passage onto millions of tiny canvases. Somewhere, something dies. Got light brown, dark brown, blonde, and gray. I've just got brown and red. Mostly just brown, tiny tinge of red. Which is weird because I don't have any red on my head, just on my beard. So it would seem. Yeah, somewhere something has died. This is saddening. ... The moment stretches on. Something, I think we already read this. I am to carry Tao's chime to Taproot so she can leave Java. Just as you activate an artifact listening device that ceased to exist centuries ago, you hear the end of an emotional song. Space between relief and sorrow throbs with uncomfortable tension. You ache with it. Even in the places where gingers are common, they're still not that common. There's a reason why, what was it, in the mid-2000s people were kinda clowning on gingers a lot. I think that was probably just South Park made a joke and then everyone repeated it forever, but you know, it's how people be. Right, so we talked to Tammuz, Miriam, and Spacebar apparently. Now we go to the still crystal chime. Chat with it, I guess. Chime is silent and still. ... I guess we pick it up. Get her Tao's chime. Now we just have to get to the bottom of the taproot. You know, that thing that's gonna be easy, for sure. Join Raj. Teleport. Right, and now I should be able to go down, but let's see, does the shiny rock have anything to say? Nope. Alright. Down into the taproot. It's taken a while. taking quite a while. There we go. Slug snout. $226. Jeez. I mean, I know it's just a pig, but come on. Crystalline roots going all over the place. Hexagon fibers of delicate crystal twine through the earth and push the ambient cycle glow up the phloem to the sapient chimes. So, this is how the chimes eat. I better not break all of it. Covered in gyre. Trash monks. Anarchonauts. There's just all kinds of stuff here. Alright, guess we should drop down to the next floor. Zero gel. Let's see how the phase cannon does against these guys. 75. 79. 111. How much power is this taking? I am at 88% charge. 85% charge. That is a pretty significant chunk. But I can afford it. Now that I've used this a little bit, is there anything I want to mod it with? Overloaded is very tempting because of how strong it already is, and I could just make it that much stronger. Masterwork is always good. I already have sturdy on it, so I'm thinking overloaded masterwork would be a good combination. Otherwise, maybe replace masterwork with jack. How much ammo do I have for it? Would be the deciding factor. Got 2 radio-powered antimatter cells. I've got just a 1 radio-powered nuclear cell. Could just disassemble and reassemble the antimatter cells until they're all radio-powered. Then I'd have 4 of them in total. Or I could just mod the phase cannon to be jack. Just gonna keep going with what I have. Awfully long fall. Are you sure you want to jump? No. That probably means I'm be falling down by 2 floors if I do that. Go over here. Corrosive gas. Gamma off. Activate the force bracelet. And I forgot that that does that. Deactivate the force bracelet and shoot at him. Come to a conclusion that there is a place called Neefhold. We're now 5 strata deep. Look at how far we have to go. 40 strata deep. So this place says crystalline roots and frost meadow up here. And the music's changed to just a usual cave environment. I think this is the usual cave environment. You know, the same music plays at Red Rock. It's actually one of my favorite tracks. Alright, keep going down. What the fuck is going on over here? Ah. Loved by birds and unshelled reptiles, hated by dogs. One's a regular one. Why are there 5 freezing fields? There's only one of you. Unless if there's more that I'm not aware of. Let's teleport away. Take that off. And put the feathered flawless crystal aegis. That enough to make the birds friends? Doesn't seem like it. Let's move away. Maybe they'll forget I was here. But there they are still. Only one option. Share your water with caw, the bard. Marry Dawn Glider and begin the water ritual. What a name. So why do dogs hate this? Hated by dogs for impersonating one of their leaders. Right then. Have some gossip. The fungi cast doubt on the belief of the villagers of Sabashur. Share a secret with me. Rumor is that somebody lit a beacon fire to warn the enemies of the Merchants Guild. Ooh, Sphinx salt. That's not gonna cost me anything, so yeah, let me just take that and keep the token. It's yours. Stay warm, friend. And you can just stay there. Still more ice shenanigans going on over there. Bunch of knives. I feel like my character's gonna slip off the edge and into one of those holes. I'm starting to think it's not a creature doing that, it's just some natural part of the map. Discovered the location of Unepa Nook. Is it Nook? I don't know. Awfully long fall. Do not go down there then. How about over here? Yeah, that's good. No longer in the ice fields. Trying to confuse me. Also, I notice this place is called the Crystalline Roots and Psychic Maze. I don't even have my special gloves on that specifically have more mental armor. These guys just kind of suck at the whole being confusion wizards or whatever it is. Right, so that's another block of 5 and then it loads. I've started noticing a pattern. Also should probably put my axe back on. So we're still in a psychic maze. Gelatinous wedge, Gershworm, bunch of oozes, Snapjaw. None of them like me, but I don't like any of you. Are they failing to confuse because I have confusion? Is that how that works? It doesn't say anything about that on the description. I think my mental armor is just good enough that they can't get through. So, 12 isn't that high, is it? Maybe it is. Nothing terribly dangerous so far, but we are very well equipped. So maybe that's why. So, I've already decided, and I'll probably just spoil it right now because I'm talking about it. If or whenever I get done with this character, either from victory or from him inevitably dying in an explosive car crash, my next character is definitely gonna have burgeoning. I've been meaning to do a run with those. Usually I don't like it too much because there's a very high chance that you end up spawning a feral law when that's not necessarily hostile to you, but you know how they be, where they just kind of explode all over the place, or like they just keep spawning the tumbling pods over and over again until there's like 50 in a room, and then they explode and kill everything nearby. Yeah, that has a tendency to kind of kill you early. But at the same time, burgeoning is a really strong ability, especially if you level it up, the cooldown goes down to 5, regardless of what your willpower is. So you can just spam that shit. But I was thinking my next character is going to be centered around that. The only part I haven't figured out is what other mutations do I want going with it. So I was thinking clairvoyance would be one. If I wanted to maximize the reputation bonus you get from having burgeoning, I could also have photosynthetic skin, which would make me weak to defoliant, but how much stuff actually has a defoliant pump as a weapon? Like, really? Not very many. Then I'm also wondering what else would work well with that, and phasing is one of them. Although that is a 4-point mutation and you really do need to pump levels into it to make it good, but once you have it high enough level, where if you have the willpower high enough along with the level, you can basically be constantly phased at all times, and I think that would work pretty well with burgeoning, both because it makes it possible to walk past all of it, and also works well with clairvoyance, so like I can just walk through any wall I feel like. That would be pretty good. So I think that's 6 points for the physical mutations. It's 5 points for both of those mental mutations. That's 11. Not sure how many points you start with in character creation. And then as for defects, well, there's the two meta ones, so to speak, tonic allergy and amphibious, mostly because they have the smallest negatives for how many points they give you back. Or I could take something more interesting, like socially repugnant. Which no one ever takes that one because, as it turns out, the collective negative 50 you get with every single faction actually adds up to quite a lot. You only get 2 points back from picking it. And we're out of ammo. We're at Strata 17, nearly halfway there. Another character idea I had that was more on the silly side of things was actually... Oh, also, there's a bunch of Templars. Guess I'll have to take them out. Yeah, another character idea I had was basically just make Spider-Man take shoot, what's it called? The one that increases your agility. The triple jointed. So you'd have triple jointed, you'd have spinnerets. What else? Probably, I don't know, bulging muscles, or whatever the one that also increases your strength is. You know, just try to make your character like Spider-Man. No reason it wouldn't work. These guys have grenades and other interesting things. Fob Sonat Ustaril, warmonger amongst the true. He's got a phylactery on him, so he probably needs to die first. But first, his reputation, loved by the Putis Templar, hated by Gyrewites for releasing snakes into one of their camps, hated by the villagers of Tatum for eavesdropping on their secret ceremonies, and hated by the villagers of Supad for eating one of their young. Alright, let's get shooting. Really, fungicide. And that's sleep gas. They just EMP'd each other. That's a gravity grenade. Oh, that's the one I was supposed to get rid of by killing the dude over there. Accuracy does not seem to be good enough. Actually, why am I doing that? I can just teleport. Hello. Wonder how many shots it can get out of a biodynamic cell. So one shot took up 1 blood. Yep, so 8 shots. Carrying too much. Don't think I need the putrescence anymore. On second thought, maybe I will. Hold on to that. I picked up motorized treads. Drop those. Yeah, I think once I've drained all the biodynamic cells, I'm just going to mod my phase cannon to be jacked. Actually make use of the stuff I have. Masterwork lacquered laser pistol. Portable walls, don't need those. The phylactery of Silhidok Guirine. Well, you had a good run. Goodbye. Covered sled. You may now build high explosive grenade Mark II. Hooray. Alright, did I find anything else cool on them? I did. An Eater's Nectar Injector. Well, I'm just gonna hold on to it for now. Also, this place is the slimy crystalline roots and mind moot. Whatever mind moot means. Also, I definitely feel like I started saying something and then I never concluded the thought. I can't remember what it was. Now at floor 20. I think I have an idea. What if I force my character to vomit by drinking way too much? Drank way too much, you vomit. Now, am I hungry enough? No. Damn it. Okay, so it looks like there's a big downside to that skill I took. But whatever. I have proselytized, don't I? Or no, wait, did I lose it when I did the thing? Sure did. Oh, hey, it's one of those psychic dudes. High Dervish of the Sightless Way. Anticlimactic. Tempered and incommunicado. Not quite sure what that means. We're in the illuminated crystalline roots. I think that means everything here has light manipulation. Sure seems like it. This might take a bit. Piece together clues and determine the location of Karuk Environ. Discover the location of a Snapjaw fort. Where's a geomagnetic disc when you need one? And let me just make sure I can't actually make one of those while I'm complaining. Not there. Not there. Not here. Just leave. Sense the animist of a vast mine. Someone is near. Finally have one of those coming after us. There he is. It is Voyeurs no longer. Those 14th Osprey. There he goes. Gigantic chemcell. Fascinating. Discovered the location of Karuk Room. Right. 25 down. Not much here. So what are these walls made of? Black shale. Blackstone stands in monument to the cities of snails that perished under clay and rotted into pyrite. Also coral rag. Everything is fire. No safe places to fall. Over here there is. Statues and stuff down here. Marble statue of a dawn glider. Marble statue of Red Death Daka. Oh, it got burgeoning in this cave. I think I better leave. Anyways, 30 floors down, 10 more. Oh boy, it's happening again. Let's just go down. Awfully long fall, no. Over here. No burgeoning in this cave. Well, let's just mod this to be jacked, because it is starting to become a problem. It's enough power to supplement it, not enough power to completely replace it. Because I think that's what's going on. Also, the music changed. Let's keep going down. Was that a level fix? Yes, it was. And turn off the power devices thing, did I? Certainly didn't. Still not hungry enough. This place is called Crystalline Roots and Forced Bastion. I think you can guess what that means. Let's just keep going. That was another dervish. An arc dervish. He's got a Zetachrome hammer on him. Oh no, wait, it's a psionic Zetachrome hammer. Not the same thing, but I'm taking it anyways. And now I carry too much. Imagine the folded carbide sword is going to sell for very much. Not quite sure what happened to those other biodynamic cells I had. I must have already disassembled them. Carbide hand bones, not going to use that. Starting to get the feeling I'm never going to use the powered exoskeleton. And that's enough weight to keep going, but let's get a bit more. Hold on a second. A slender sphere of negative weight. -5 instead of -10. That's... I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, that's just a disadvantage. Here we go. What are you? A phase cannon tinker. Decarbonizer. Fuming vents. Starting to run into dangerous stuff, but we're also nearly at the bottom. Telekinetic slimy crystalline roots. I'm going to assume that means everything here has the stunning blast. So it would seem. Let me just shoot you with confusion. And we're gonna need to make some more wheat. £57 of food. Where's all that coming from? Mostly dreadroot tubers. How did I get 42 of those? Enemies nearby. Probably start selling these. Gam them off. One more level down. Now at the bottom. Those must be the guys waiting for Tau. Dromad Trader and Psychic Thrall. Clone of Sadamus and Psychic Thrall. Ayog, no longer servant of To in the Cosmic Wood. Dimensional travels have altered the wavehood of this sightless maze into something new, where rattle-fin bones poke the skin of their lesser kin, a strange metallic fat obtains on their starburnt flesh. Instead of the novice or disciple's splotchy baldness on the scalp, a strange fungus from the outer reaches grows as a new type of hair and peeks out the darkness of their cowl. Their blindfold remains, though. It spins out in lateral ribbons and hangs with unearthly weights. Loved by the Seekers, disliked by the Naphtali for refusing them entrance to a local library. Mercurial cloak, sharp extra-dimensional psionic Zetachrome dagger, Kaleidocera Krakos, and a black moat. This guy's got some good stuff. Got a monad. Caravan guards. There's the glowing soft. Heart roots tangle at the yawning cycle nexus of the crystal tree. They burn with the light of gaseous field stuff. All the bits of ambient order in the soil and rock animated by a deeper dimensional warping. This is a shore on the psychic sea. Let's see, what do you have to say? Stares blankly. Nothing to trade. How about you? Oh, you do have stuff. Right, there we go with that. Let's actually talk to the weirdo over here. The utensil arrives. You to prune the fate rhizome and free our girl. Go now and perform the motion. So you're one of the seekers of the sightless way? Utensil? Oh wait, that's not what I asked. That is my evocation, yes. 1,000,000 sun-dead homes I've roved. 1,000,000,000,000 more await. I'm a worm in the loam of a cosmic wood, perched on a cosmic gulf, swathed in the god manifold. And where are you taking Tau? Prune. The utensil prunes, but no. The utensil quivers in uncertainty and vibrates out a question. The self is riddled with category errors. The thinking brain mistakes formation for meaning. Tell me, I wish to understand. Maggot, what do you think words are? Arrows of inquiry? Words are bricks. Each spoken is laid in bond and builds your prison. There is no understanding. Bricks can be thrown too, you know. Tarry on the future's boundary with abandon, utensil. Throw your brick if you dare. I don't know, you think I could take him? I think I could. He's only got 1 armor value. Just have to land like 2 hits and he's fucking done for. But then, you know, Java probably wouldn't be very happy about what I'm doing. The chime is silent and still. Let's try to trade with it. Cannot carry things. Alright. Let's touch Tau's chime to the soft ing. It is Tau no longer. Smooth crystal glitters with soft light and renewed purpose across her 8 facets. Prism limbs shatter out of her torso and narrow each to a pentacle of sharp points, and a thrum beats at the air around the walking crystal being. The chime becomes. Physical feature, 4 prism points. Tao's crystal body yet rings softly from her separation from Taproot. Again, I perceive. Thank you, Root Climber. Shava's rewards are great, and you are deserving of them. How you feeling? Present. Alone, afraid, but anticipating my return to embrace the collective. Seems that someone is waiting for you. More than someone. My liaison is the extended, outstretched hand of a greater mind heaven than I have otherwise known. I might not have had the courage to else without knowing that a collective awaited me. My future is hazy. My future is bright. You would suborn your will to Toe? Speaking creatures seem very engrossed in this will idea, but few agree what it is. Your mind is under influence from other think beings the moment you observe them, yes? You learn by imitating. Your values and beliefs are adopted from observation, yes? I've made a choice to offer my consciousness to a new paradigm, but this choice seems distinct from your conception of will. We speak past one another. Seekers of the Sightless Way hunt espers. Oh, yes? I see, well. Do you not hunt, or align with hunters? You reek of predation yourself. You kill, yes? I recall no promise to become a grazing hedonist. If I am called to hunt, I will hunt. May the fates favor you, Tao no longer. I wish the same for you, Bibi. Before you go, take this, a piece of my body stuff, as thanks for completing the Elsing. Then live and drink. Live and drink, Tao. Received a crystalline halo. Or crystalline. Byzantine purple smolders at a medium hue on the sharp and linked prisms of the crystal. It hums with new life and ingenuity. +1 ego grants you telepathy, grants you quicken mind. Refresh a random cooldown on use. Now what slot does that go into? The head slot. I mean, it's pretty neat, but I think my helmet's better. And I also already have telepathy, so... And maybe that would be really good on an Esper. Or someone with really long cooldowns that can't be affected by will. But not for me. You thrived at the performance of a pruning motion, utensil. Now store yourself until fate reshapes you. The end. You know what? Kind of a fuckhead, but have some water. You share your water with Aog no longer, Serpent of Toe in the Cosmic Wood. Oh man. Could have gotten precognition if my reputation was good enough. But it's not, and it never will be. Regardless of that, the Seekers of the Sightless Way repeatedly beat the denizens of the Id Freehold at dice. You are now disliked instead of hated. You should also buy that from him while he's still here. And they left. They kinda left the caravan guard here, however. Anyways, that's that done. Back to Java. Wherever that is. Probably here. talk to Divrak. I've reunited Tao with her chime. So you have. And what proceeds, proceeds. I felt your coming here, Pippi, in Gaia Dream. I felt this moment. I feel it now. The ritual of Elsing is complete, Waterhand. You are done, and with our thanks. Live and drink. You're now favored by the Tree of Life. And I also got an achievement. Help Chava complete the ritual of Elsing and sever Tau at Taproot. 0.2% of players have this achievement. I am one of the few. And also we're level 40. I said I was going to get a specific skill, but I can't remember what it was. Can't see anything that would be very important to grab right now. Could improve my shield skills, but I'm not using a shield. The only ones of any use would probably be hurdle and death throwing, which would take a total of about 100 points. And I could probably also pick up one of the 2 wayfaring skills I'm missing. No wait, I'll have enough to get both of those. So I'd basically have everything that I want anyway. So I don't think I'm ever gonna use this, so let me just get rid of it. Anyways, now that I've finished your favor for you, I come in the name of need. Verifroom asks for the strength of your psyche to power our star climb. I start at this, but Tikva settles me. I remember now. From a cub, I've known Verifroom to be weak in telling but bold in asking. The star climb, you mean, an ascent to the long chiming rock? Verifroom intends to ascend the spindle to discover the source of the signal, yes. He needs a power source for the climber, one shielded from electromagnetic disturbance. Oh, this. Was this felt in Gaia Dream? You're coming together? I ask, I do not answer. Or do not answer. What is Gaia Dream? A future shock. My chimeling, blank, is vision gifted. A lichen who clings to shore rock on the Straits of Tomorrow. Just a short time ago, a sea wave crested and broke beneath her, and she saw in its recession all the bright and violent channel paths. We all felt it, a recoming, and the gyre, or gyre, in final tension, I felt. It was too much for my chimeling Tau. She gasped for air and her chime stilled. She leaves us now, to become else. It is her choice. I have completed the ritual of Elsing. Will you power bearer from stair climb, as you said? He chimes. You have completed the ritual of Elsing. You have set bright Tau free. Yes, Pippi, I will turn my chime spindleward to tune, and vibrate at her verve frequency. I will power your star climb. You vested to tell whoever you must that Chava has made this commitment. Thank you. Live and drink. Alright, now we can go and make the golem. Golem. Oh, I keep saying golem. wasn't here, it was the next one. Didn't get anything new, did you? Did not get anything new. But I will re-imprint the teleporter. On second thought, well, no, I'm pretty sure the tree doesn't move. At least I certainly hope it doesn't. Also, this is not re-imprintable, so maybe never mind. Right, I guess I go right back to Grit Gate. Okay, before I do anything else, I'm going to take a break to go fill up my coffee cup. I will be right back. I just realized I've been on mute for the past while. Whoops. I've just been here talking to myself. No idea how long. But anyways, I could name this, I could give it its, let the RNG decide, all kinds of things. Let me just have a big sip of coffee. So I've been muted for what, like half an hour now? It'll be fine. I'm going to give it a random name from my own culture. Brelumus quilumus. Let's make it Paisley. Clank stir. Come back 3 days and creature arrive. Now, take operating manual. So I really should use these cybernetic credit wedges. Oh, where is the manual? Oh right, it would be in books. Offered by Pax Clank, edited by for clarity by Q-Girl. Circumstance render Jalopy unviable, so Clank and Prickles make bioelectrical wonder to form large creature. You operate. Creature for spindle climb, but also walks about and crush things. Large. Creature is large, cannot wear gear unless gear is gigantic. Pilot modes. Large creature have 2 modes. Unpiloted creature follow you like friend, but act at half quickness. Piloted creature you control like own body. To pilot, enter creature and sit in pilot chair. Control pit. Inside large creature is control pit. You and 1 friend fit. Do actions there. Sit in pilot chair. Read manual on consoles. Access creature. Inventory via inventory hatch. Leave via exit hatch. Reshaping Nook. Prickles install Reshaping Nook in Court of Sultans at Omniborch. Go there to repair large creature or reshape it if desired, or if destroyed. Cooled Sunslag is creature spackle, so must have 1 dram Sunslag to repair or reshape. When pilot creature, you can recoil to Reshaping Nook or recoil creature from Nook. The Spindle, coming soon. When ready, travel to Spindle at Omniborch, enter Spindle channel, engage Spindle lock-on, and climb. But Prickle's not ready for this step yet. Come later. Creature's, well, in the process of being made. What now? Creature is born and you are bonded. Or, and you are bonded? Question mark. What work? You are a sterling shaper of world, Pippi, and I've nothing left to give you but my praise. Now, our operators at Omniborch confirm that a clash with the Templar is inevitable. This is a grim fact, but it does give space for your bond to flower. Go become familiar with leading and piloting your creature. Return when you're ready. We will finally go steward. Or starward. Live and drink, weird dude. Now, Warden, you chill here for a while because I don't want to go back to Almond Porch just yet. Right, since I have so much time, how about I go to Moonstair, see what that trader has. Spacer pistol and spacer rifle. Some neutron flux, which I will be buying. So I should wear my training gloves. So I need 6,000's worth. Just need a little bit more. And, where to next? Go to Kyakyukya. How convenient. Right, so I just need to spend 3 days worth just walking back over there for the golem, which I do want to frig around with it for a little bit before I end the stream. But that's not going to be for at least another half hour. Cook a meal. Use fermented tongue, fermented yonder cane, and crushed grave moss. See what happens. We also add a burnt capacitor, that smoky flavor. I don't really like any of these, but I'm just gonna grab the first one. Learn to cook Pippi's tongue grave moss telebrisket. And now we walk. Go see how these guys are doing. Still alive, I see. Whoa. Psychodyne helmet. I already know how to make that though. And nothing terrible. Nothing worth grabbing anyway. Golem is ready for use. Again, I don't know why I keep saying golem. Got a wheeled robot golem. Magnetized clay is knit together by circuitry that traces colossal and familiar features. Chromium sheen, the winking diodes, the air vents, a bright mixture of primordial soup and gel courses through its glass arteries. And in its soft light, its posture evokes the presence of a gyre-white apophiote. Diamond-like metachrome limbs are sculpted in the way of the cudgel, and in a position of prominence on its body, it bears a sacred amulet of a high-fidelity matter recompositor implant. So it's got plus $50 resistances, plus 3 armor value, flaming ray at level 8, has every cudgel skill, and equipped with metachrome cudgels. Plus 100 move speed too. Physical features to metachrome mitts, and it's got the high fidelity matter recompositor. Engage defensively only. And let's enter. Ooh. Support beams, electrified clay, metal plating, and tissue. 256 grams of unctuous primordial soup. It's got a passenger seat, a pilot seat, pilot console, 2 pilot consoles, and a glass cockpit. Inside a metal frame damp with soup dew, a glass loon is painted with the data glyphs of navigation and 2-body alignment. 3D models of a large and smaller creature rotate on their vertical axis, and a psychoelectric scan shows the status of the meld. Teal foam pads the inside back and the deep seat well, and dials deck the curved armrest. The whole chair swivels atop an ejection motor. Gain deactivated ability, exit pilot seat. Got a middle hardpoint, left hardpoint, sensor array, control unit, body, warn about chassis, right hardpoint, wheels, right armature, right manipulator, left armature, left manipulator, warn on manipulators, and a floating nearby. Let's see. Can eject. You and your seated companions are forcefully ejected out of the vehicle you're in. Exit pilot seat. Recomposite. You teleport to any explored space on the map. Cooldown 10 rounds. Reduced by 40 due to high willpower. Huh. So it's even better than I thought it was. Recoil to Court of the Sultans. Demolish. Flaming Ray. Conk. Slam. Sprint. Now we just have to get him equipped. Speaking of. 65 strength, 23 agility, 63 toughness, 20 intelligence, 44 willpower, 20 ego. Got a quickness of 100, move speed of 225, armor value of 13, dodge value of 9, mental armor of 18, 50 acid resist, 0 electrical resist, 75 cold resist, 75 heat resist. So its weakness is still electricity, it's just not as bad as it was if I didn't put gel in there. Also has night vision. It's got cudgels and nothing else. Well, it does have Flaming Ray. $1,011 health points. Let's exit pilot seat. Clank did say there was a way for me to equip this thing from inside, I think. Oh, there it is. Inventory hatch. Give him the recoiler. And just a bunch of weapons to see what I can equip and what I can't. If possible. Too small. Control unit is the head. Automatically equip the glow sphere. Cannot wear that. Okay. Use the recoiler. Wait, can't put any shields on. I don't want one of those, one of these. Twice the energy capacity and much heavier. Mine would be. Not sure if the Flawless Crysteel Mace is going to be better than it just using its hands. But let's try. Don't think it can wear shoes, actually. But I'll buy it anyways. And we need 8,000. I'm gonna have to craft some missile launchers for this one. Let's see, how much is one worth? 411. So I need about another 15 of those. Which, judging by this antimatter cell is just sitting in there, I'm thinking don't need to have a gigantic cell, but if I use a gigantic cell, it has way more charge. Just got a message. Let me see what it is. Yep, just someone saying that we're not going to be playing Deep Rock Galactic later today. Unfortunate, but understandable. Alright, gonna buy all of this. And I'm short by 2 missile launchers or so. Or more like 3. So, primordial soup, I needed 20 of it, judging by how much it took. Getting pinged by all kinds of people today. Sorry about that. I want to add that to trade, but I want to get rid of the chem cell first because I am not going to be using the step sowers for any kind of actual sowing. Guess I could also put high capacity on there. And I'll leave this unmodded for now. Not sure if there's anything else I needed to do. I think I can just equip it now. And I've noticed he did not equip the gigantic flawless crystal mace. Get in there. Left and right hard point have the cannon. The middle hard point has the geomagnetic disc. Got the floating glow sphere. And the other armor I could have. I've got 2 arm slots, 2 weapon slots. Here I could put it right now. Let's see. 28, 2d6 plus 3, plus 10 to hit. Weapon has plus 3 damage and is twice as effective when you slam with it. That's pretty crazy. In comparison, 12, 3d3, or 3d4 plus 3 is more effective with the slam, but that is way less penetration value. Then obviously I can't put step sowers on the wheels. Still need gloves. Whatever goes on top of a wheel, which I'm not sure if there's even anything. 2 arm slots, and then 1 hand slot, I guess. Alright, now I could also make this thing drink the brain brine in my place. Not sure if that's a good idea or not. Just had to check my messages again. A lot of chatter. Oh right, I forgot the structural scanning bracelet. Should probably install that. It already did. Should not have done that. Doesn't seem to have hurt it to walk through all of that stuff. It's wielding a heavy weapon, so it loses some move speed. Still has 200 move speed, though. 22 armor value, no dodge. Fine enough. Oh, how about I take this thing for a spin? Right after I collect this thing I said I would. And it weighs way too much. Radio-powered nuclear cell should do the thing. Well, maybe not. It is still powering up, I think. Disassemble these. Alright, now I can carry all of that. Doing very big damage, that's for sure. Does this thing have the same reputation I do? Seems like it. That? Covered in 42 drams of dilute warm static, which gave me frenzied. More likely to attack things. Alright, let's teleport to Id Freehold with this guy. Hostiles nearby. Why is he hostile? Alright, because frenzied. Well, this is only slightly terrifying. Because I feel like this thing could probably punch me in half in like one hit. Okay, it's no longer mad. Alright. And I think I'm gonna end things there for today. You've managed to construct our nice fancy golem. Haven't really gotten the chance to use it for very much, but seems pretty cool. Man, still really sucks that I was muted for all that time. People will just have to guess what I was saying during that time. Anyways, let's see if there's anyone to raid. Doesn't seem like it. Is there anyone else playing Caves of Cud right now? Nope, just me. Well, I think I'm just gonna end the stream right there. So, tomorrow, still haven't decided if I want to play more Domekeeper, if I want to continue playing Feed the Deep. I'll leave it as a surprise for once I start. Anyways, that's a stream. Hope you liked it. See ya.